guys, welcome to my kitchen, my half-finished remodeled kitchen. I always say that. I don't know what I'm going to do when someday I can say my done kitchen. None of us will know how to act. But I had gotten a request. It's going to fall right out of my brain who the request was from, but she wanted cornbread. And so I've been working on cornbread recipes since I got that request to find what I felt like really was the best cornbread recipe. I want to say that I learned in doing this that, let me pull something out of the oven. I learned in doing this that apparently, I don't know, it's okay. Apparently, true Southern cornbread is not sweet. I'm from Michigan, which makes me totally not a reliable source on cornbread, and we had Johnny cake, which is what I thought cornbread was. So my cornbread is sweet. So when we get to the part where I add the sweetener, if you're of that traditional view that cornbread shouldn't be sweet, then just leave the sweetener out and just continue on from there, okay? So I've got most of my ingredients out. I'm trying to be a little more organized in my cooking here. We need 1 cup of almond flour. Hopefully I've got a cup in here. I bought some more today because this weekend I have been testing cookie recipes. Chocolate chip low carb cookie. And holy moly, if I have to make any more cookies, I think I'll never eat another cookie again. I tried 3 different recipes and I'm going to try a 4th today. And once I get the chocolate chip cookies, it's not the taste, it's the texture that I'm struggling with. So once I get these cookies sorted out, I will do a cookie video for you guys. Because I know a lot of us love chocolate chip cookies. And you know, you want to, it's fall, and I just feel like you want to be able to do some cool things with your kids. And these low carb cookies are not loaded with sugar, and so much better for your kids, you know. So I want you guys to feel like you don't have to eat separately, that these recipes that we do together are things that you could also, that your family could enjoy, okay? That's why I taste test them on Dawn, because I feel like if Dawn will eat it, probably the average person will eat it. So we've got a cup of almond flour. We need 1 teaspoon, I got some new spoons, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Make sure it's powder, not soda. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm a nurse, so I always check. I'm retired, but I always double check my measurements because I'm used to checking dosages twice. 2 eggs beaten. I was going to put a little bowl out here for trash, but I forgot. But I did remember my paper towel this time, so I feel I'm growing as a vlogger. I guess this is called vlogging when you make, or maybe it's, I think it's vlogging. I'm so non-technical. Let's beat this up a little bit. Just kind of helps incorporate those eggs a little bit if you give them a little rough treatment before you put them in there. Okay, so I'm going to mix up our dry ingredients. Okay, now add the 2 eggs, and I'll link the recipe below. There's our 2 eggs. We'll stir that up. Then it calls for 2 tablespoons of water. And there we go. And then it calls for a 1/4 cup of melted butter, and I've already done that. Get all that out of there. You don't want to miss out on any butter. Okay. There we go. So I've got my bulletproof coffee sitting here, and I'll have to do a bulletproof coffee video for you guys. Where I'm a year out, in the middle of the day, I get kind of hungry, and it's just a fatty coffee is what it is. It's got butter and MCT oil in it, which is a medium chain triglyceride that is derived from coconut oil. Heavy cream, a little French vanilla concentrate. It's really yummy. I'll do a bulletproof video for you guys soon. Okay, so this is where I'm going to add sweetener because I like sweet cornbread. If you don't like sweet cornbread, just leave this step out. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll see how that is. You can always add more. You can't take away. I'm also going to add, this is my Nature's Flavors Natural Sweet Corn Flavor Extract, and I'm going to add a teaspoon of that. So we get a nice, actually I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of that because I think it might be too much otherwise. Okay. And then to balance it out a little bit, I'm going to add some salt. Just because I've added sweet. If you add sweet, you should add a little salt. If you add chocolate to something, always add salt. Salt really brings out the taste of chocolate. So in the oven, oh, I smell that corn. In the oven, I have a muffin pan that I've put some bacon grease in because I learned that too, that traditional cornbread is actually cooked in a cast iron skillet. And this called for a small cast iron skillet, and I ordered one, but I don't have one. And if you try to cook keto recipes that don't have traditional flours in the big skillet, they kind of fall in the middle. So you need those little 6-inch cast iron skillets, and I ordered one, but it's not here yet. So when that gets here, I'll start doing these in those. But I've got this all stirred up. Oh, where's the other thing? And then I'm going to add 1, do I have an eighth? Apparently I do not. I'm going to add a little bit less than a quarter, so about an eighth of a teaspoon of butter extract. And these extracts, the butter extract I found at Walmart, and the natural sweet corn flavored extract, oh gosh, that smells like popcorn. That one I ordered online at Nature's Flavors. And I like their, everything I've tried so far. I've tried the sweet corn and the French vanilla. Very good. Okay, so that's all incorporated, as you can see. I'm going to get our pan out that's got our bacon grease hot, hot, hot. And let me get another pot holder to set that on so we don't burn our table. Move some of this stuff out of the way. My recipes always, I've got to get them laminated because they always end up messy because, as we know, I'm messy. I told Don today I need him to be, and for any of you that are just watching a first video, Don's my husband, I told him he needs to be a sidekick in one of my videos because we have such good banter together and people seem to find it pretty entertaining. He's pretty awesome. I really like him a lot. We've been together almost 10 years. So, but anyway, what I did was I cooked up some bacon earlier and I just reserved some of the grease back so that I would have it for the cornbread. And bacon grease is fine, guys. Fat is fine. You're doing keto. Now, if you're doing a bunch of carbs, you're going to want to watch your fat. But for me, I'm losing just fine eating a little over 100, maybe between 100 and 115 grams of fat a day. But I seriously restrict my carbohydrates. I rarely get over, I would say I rarely get 20 total carbs. Every once in a while I'll go a little over, but that's not net. That's not taking out the fiber and stuff. Now with the cookies this weekend I went over because I was taste testing the heck out of cookies. And if you want to get tired of cookies, make 3 different recipes, taste test them, tweak the second batch, taste test those, and you'll get tired of them real quick. So I'm going to use my buttered thing here so that I get kind of a measure. I went to, so this is a 1/4 cup. I went to Walmart today to get a cookie scoop. And I just decided it was a little more money than I wanted to spend. They're cheap, but I was buying some other things, and these ingredients really start adding up because I had to order some special things like, this is supposed to make 6, I don't know if it will. I ordered some special things like xanthan gum, and I had to order some more Lily's chocolate chips. Or actually I got those at Walmart today. But all the ingredients for making these recipes really adds up. I'll be glad once I've got enough videos to do a YouTube channel, because then once you've got 1,000 views and so many hours, you can monetize your videos and put commercials in them. And then that kind of helps offset the cost of things that I need to buy. Like I need a food processor, I need, this maybe is going to make more. You know, I just didn't do a ton of cooking that required things like food processors and stuff before my surgery. And now I'm finding that in an effort to have what I feel like is a more normal life where I can eat some of the things that I feed my family, I need to adapt different recipes. So I've got this cornbread, and then the next one I'm going to do is the same gal that asked for the cornbread asked for hash browns. And so I've got the stuff to do the hash browns, and I'm going to have to grate radishes by hand. And you've seen the size of radishes. That is not going to be fun. So it's going to be really great once I get just enough income to buy all of the different ingredients that I need, or the hardware that I need to do these videos. So this is going to go into the oven. Oh, and I didn't even taste those to see how sweet they were. Perfect. Okay. Corn. You can really taste the corn. These are going to go into the oven at 350 for 15 to 18 minutes. So I'm going to get these into the oven. There's 6 of them. You could always double the recipe. I'm going to get these into the oven and let them cook, and then I'll be back here in 15 to 18 minutes, and we'll see how they are. So let's go 15. I'm going to have my bulletproof coffee and my chocolate chip cookie. It's so close. I just don't have the texture right, but I have a secret ingredient that I ordered online, and it came today. And I think very soon there's going to be a chocolate chip cookie recipe. But these are just a little cakey kind of. So we'll be back in 15 to finish our corn muffins. Okay guys, we're back with the corn muffins, and I've just gotten those out of the oven. I've got some other things working because I'm working on the hash browns, and that's another video. But you can see they came out of the oven super nice. Let me put it over here and get a pretty plate because I had some cookie crumbs on that. Let's get one of these out. I made a fork. You wouldn't have thought that those little buggers would have stuck, but golly they did. With all of that bacon grease in them, you'd think they'd have been good to just pop right out of that pan, wouldn't you? Well, you'd have been wrong. Oh, that's so upsetting that they're not going to pop right out. See, Penny, that's what happens when you don't pre-test. Okay, actually they're okay. That one's going to come out nice. All right, so that's what our corn muffin looks like, and let's have a taste. I'm not going to put any butter on it. Just kind of want the face value muffin. The texture's good. Hot. For my taste, it could be sweeter. But if you're just wanting corn muffins that don't have a sweet taste to them, like that traditional Southern, I think this is probably pretty spot on. The almond flour gives it that kind of texture that cornbread has, that kind of mealy texture. It's really good. That would be great with some chili. I want to put a little butter on it. But like I said, for me, I'm a Johnny Cake kind of girl. So that's what my grandma used to call it. And I like a sweet cornbread. Okay, now we've got some butter on it. Let's see how much of a mess I can make eating that on camera. Oh, perfect. That is so good. Oh my goodness. That little bit of butter just made all the difference. The little, you know, the saltiness of the butter and the, it doesn't taste eggy. I was a little worried about that, but it doesn't. And it's got, oh, that butter, hold on. I want to show you guys. I want you to see the center of this. Do you see? I mean, if that's not bread-like, look at that. Hold on, one more bite. It's so good. Oh. Okay. That's a corn muffin win. I'm sorry, I cannot remember who asked me to cook that. Holy cow. If you were here, I'd kiss your face. That is so good. That's going to be so great with chili, or you know, you want to do a chicken dinner on a Sunday, do a fried chicken, oven fried chicken dinner, and you can do that with pork rinds, and we'll do that one day. But man, with some of that oven fried pork rind chicken, yeah, some nice green beans from the garden and some of that cornbread, that's really good. Your family's gonna like that. So I'm gonna end this video. I'll drop the ingredients in the bottom, in the comments, and then I'm gonna get started on the hash browns. We'll see you guys back here in a few.